everything is going well. Better than well, actually. The job offer came through, or the relationship feels steady, or you finally have the thing you've spent months hoping for. And then, almost immediately, something in you starts pulling at the threads. You pick a fight that didn't need to happen. You stop replying to messages from someone you actually like. You miss a deadline on a project that genuinely excited you. You find the reason, a convincing one, why this good thing probably isn't as good as it looks. It doesn't feel like a self-sabotage while it's happening. It feels like clarity, like you're finally seeing the situation realistically, noticing the cracks you were too hopeful to see before. The anxiety rides dressed as logic, and it is very persuasive. But here's the thing you probably noticed somewhere underneath your rationalizing. The problems you suddenly find always seem to appear right after something goes right, not before, after. This pattern has a name, though the name matters less than recognizing the shape of it. Psychologists call it self-handicapping or fear of positive evaluation. But what it actually feels like is standing at the door you've been trying to open for a long time, and the moment it opens, stepping back. Not because you don't want what's behind it, but because something in you doesn't fully believe you're allowed in. Here's what's underneath the behavior. When something good arrives, real good, not just surface good, it raises the stakes. Suddenly, you have something to lose. And your nervous system, which has spent years developing very sophisticated ways to protect you, registers that as danger. It doesn't distinguish between the danger of losing something and the danger of never having it. To the part of your brain running this operation, both feel like the same threat. The solution it reaches for, unconsciously, automatically, is to make loss happen on your terms, before something else can take it from you. There is a particular version of this that runs even deeper. Some people don't just fear losing the good thing, they fear becoming the person who has it. If you grew up in an environment where things going well was temporary, where good news was followed by the chaos, or where your happiness made someone else uncomfortable, your system may have learned that stability is a setup, that visible success invites something bad, that it's safer to stay just below the threshold of having things actually work out. You might recognize this version if you've ever found yourself thinking, right at the moment of a breakthrough, that you don't deserve it. Not in a dramatic, obvious way, more like a quiet, reasonable-sounding thought that arrives and sits down and makes itself at home. This probably won't last. They'll figure out you're not really like this. You got lucky. Something is about to go wrong. That quiet thought is not the truth. It's a pattern your nervous system learned somewhere earlier, and it kept running because, at some point, it kept you safe. The truth of this particular pattern is that from the outside, and often from the inside too, it looks like a character flaw, like self-destructiveness, like some part of you secretly wants to fail. But wanting to fail is almost never what's actually happening. What's happening is that some part of you is trying, in the only clumsy way it knows, to avoid a very specific kind of pain. not the pain of failure, the pain of hoping, fully opening, and then losing something that actually matters. Preemptive loss feels survivable in a way that unexpected loss doesn't. If you create the ending, at least you're not blindsided. At least you saw it coming. At least the story made a kind of sense, even if it was a painful one you wrote yourself. That's not weakness. That's a nervous system that learned, under real conditions, that hope was a liability. The other layer worth naming is this. Sometimes that self-sabotage isn't about loss at all. It's about identity. You have a version of yourself you've been living inside for a long time. Maybe it's a version who almost makes it. The version who tries hard but things don't quite come together. The version who is good but not quite successful enough. Loved but not quite secure enough. And when something arrives that challenges that version, when the evidence suggests that maybe things can actually work, some part of you resists the update. Changing what you believe about what you are allowed to have requires dismantling a story that, however limited, has been yours for a long time. That is genuinely hard work. It's not laziness or self-pity. It's the difficulty of becoming someone slightly new. Here's the reframe. Not to fix that pattern overnight, but to see it differently. The self-sabotage is not evidence that you don't want good things. It's evidence of exactly the opposite. You wouldn't protect yourself so carefully from something that didn't matter to you. The intensity of the pullback is proportional to how much the thing actually means to you. Your nervous system is not broken. It's doing precisely what it was designed to do, scanning for threat, minimizing risk, trying to keep you intact. It's just working from an older map, one drawn in a time when hoping was genuinely danger, when having something good made you more visible to things that could hurt you, when the best strategy was not to want too loudly. That map kept you safe then, but it's routing you away from the things you've already earned. You don't have to dismantle their pattern in order to interrupt it. You just have to stop recognizing the specific feeling, the particular moment of sudden clarity about why this won't work, as information about how much it matters, rather than as proof that it doesn't. The sabotage shows up at the door. That means you made it to the door. That part is real. That part is your. Whatever happens next, that part cannot be taken back. Their door is still open.